It's time for the Forgotten Hive Part 4.
Alright, everyone. Start resting, and be quick about it. I don't trust these caves.
I'll take just a short rest.
It looks clear so far. I don't see anything. I don't hear anyone.
Do you smell anyone?
You know, I was gonna say I don't smell anyone either. Good thinking.
Yeah, an hour passes and nothing happens.
All
Yay!
Where to now?
Should we go down this other path that's over here? This seems exciting. Adventure awaits.
Lead on.
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay. Like, got my sword out so I can see, and I guess I start taking off down this little path.
You head down this easterly tunnel to a dead-end cavern that is piled high with debris and refuse, some of it appearing quite ancient. Stillness hangs in the air, as well as a strange sense of anticipation for the massive piles of what may be uncovered amongst the discarded items of centuries or more. Here and there, bits of bone stick out from the collected detritus, a stark reminder where some of these heaps must have come from. In places, the piles reach the ceiling. In others, only small pathways wind between tottering stacks. You see glints of metal and shiny stuff throughout.
I want to go check this metal out.
The mother lode!
I see shiny things.
Whoever is searching, roll me a d20.
You know, this looks like a dragon may have been here, but didn't keep the place very tidy.
I rolled a 2. I assume low is bad. Good, or low is good, I mean, right?
It's like all.
You find 4 copper pieces. And I even rolled twice for you because the first time I rolled a 1.
Galora got 14. Give me some gold.
You find a quarterstaff showing teeth marks.
This is so boring. And I go wizard and hold it out.
Well, I suppose we seem to be collecting useless sticks. I'll take this one.
This is for you to use, dummy.
17 for Chedbar.
You find a wineskin filled with some kind of liquid.
Ooh.
Drink it.
I'm going to pop the cap off of the wineskin, as one does.
Pull the tab off my wineskin.
Yeah.
If there's a cap, it's not high quality. It should be a cork.
I'm going to twist open the plastic cap. And I'm going to take a bit of a sniff.
Give me an investigation.
Oh no. I rolled a 2. What was the check?
Investigation.
So a 2.
Even though you rolled really low, you can tell this smells very vinegary.
What a shame. I didn't seal this wineskin very good. Should have used a cork. Pretty sure it's bad. I mean, you can try it. I would never stop anyone from giving it a go, but
Is it dangerous?
I found that a little sip of most things is relatively safe. You just don't want to take a big gulp.
Is it exciting?
Could be.
I could take a sip.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I'm here for it. So Chedbar hands it over to Galora.
Just a tiny little drip on my lip.
Roll me a con save.
16.
You wretch. You just throw up.
Why?
That good, eh?
It's White Zinfandel?
Chedbar. You freak.
Blender, are you going to search?
No, Blender doesn't want to get his hands dirty.
Vegas, are you going to search some more, or are you done?
Yeah, do I looking around, does it seem like, there if we spent some time here we could find some artifacts or valuables, or does it look like mainly piles of rotting trash?
It is mainly piles of rotting trash, but there are some things that look promising. So if you're going to take a minute and look around, roll me with advantage. Or, I guess, roll twice and I'll pick one of the numbers that's better for you.
So with advantage.
Just tell me both numbers.
I like that.
Don't just tell me the higher number, tell me both numbers.
Okay, I rolled a 5 and a 3. Oh no! Can I have the 5?
No, you want the 3.
It's rolling on a table,
Okay.
though. Higher's not necessarily better.
Yeah. You
okay.
find a potion bottle that has swirling orange, red, yellow liquid in it. And every once in a while it goes bloop, the bubble. Bloop.
Ooh, this looks interesting. Anybody ever had swirling orange, red, blue, poopy bubble drink before?
I don't think so.
You may have just found a lava lamp.
Well, they will come back into style at some point. Put it in my bag.
Could be worth something in a number of decades.
My grandma always said there's nothing new.
Well, I'm afraid we must return the way we came and potentially run back into those lizards.
Well, hold on now. If there's lava lamps here, I'm not quite done searching. Could be another one.
Roll me 2 numbers and I'll give you the better one.
I got, 17 again. 17 and a 9.
Roll again.
18?
Galora
Going
wants to
once,
look.
going twice.
You find a shield.
Shield of +5. I like it.
I did not say +5,
That's what I heard.
but it does feel lighter than your regular shield.
Ooh.
Like there's
okay.
something special about it.
So I sling my other shield kind of onto my back, strap it to my back, and I pick this one up in my left hand, kind of give it a little shake. Oh, this shield feels nimble. I think I'm going to give it a spin.
It's a +1.
All right.
Galora, are you going to search anymore?
Yep. I rolled a 9 and a 20.
Okay, roll me a d10.
4.
You found a ring.
Woo!
A mood ring. This is roughage from the 70s.
Perhaps there was a portal back then that was simply just throwing trash from a village into the future. That seems like the most logical explanation for it.
It does
Of
make
course.
sense.
I've never thought about using portals like that. That's kind of cool.
What are you doing with your ring?
What's it look like?
It's silver, and along the middle of the entire ring is a carving of a Celtic knot, just going in and out. It's gold inlay, the knot is. On one side, there is the knot comes around and forms a heart on one side.
Oh, wow. This is the halfling symbol for badass. And I'm going to put the ring on. Oh, I feel so connected to my ancestors right now.
I am DMing you.
Oh no! I mean, yeah.
Shh.
That Elena's got such a poker face.
You just notice Galora start, like, backing away from the pile and slowly retreating from you guys, like,
Okay, I think I'm done here.
Galora, what's going on?
Wait, there's got to be a Saturday Night Fever album around here somewhere.
Hopefully you'll find it sealed.
Yeah.
Chedbar sort of pursues Galora and is wondering why she's suddenly behaving this way. Hey, what? You kind of look like you're spooked. I thought you were an adrenaline junkie like me. What's going on?
I'm just feeling really uncomfortable around, like, groups of people right now.
Oh, okay.
You know, I know a great physician that can prescribe you something for that.
Okay, I might need like a removal of a curse or something.
Well, you might be screwed down here.
It'll have to wait, it's fine.
Biggest, you want to give me an Arcana check on your bottle that you found?
Wow, rolling like fire tonight. 6.
That's funny to me, but not you, because you rolled a 6. Okay, where are you guys going?
All right, well, I guess we need to try to find our way out of this place.
I'm gonna be following everyone at, like, a 10-foot distance at this point, I think.
Galora, why are you 16 arm widths apart from us?
I just feel really uncomfortable being around people right now.
I can certainly commiserate.
I'll bet it's that swig you had from the wineskin.
People are the worst.
Having a bad trip, buddy. Just try and think positive. It's not gonna last forever.
So you're heading back to the Cave of Memories, is what that big room is called, with carvings. And the only way out of here is to go east.
Unless anybody has another idea, we'll head back to where the end of this passage, and then...
I grab Biggest by the elbow just as he's approaching the end. Careful.
Ow, that's my sore elbow!
Oh my goodness, I barely touched you.
Here, grab this elbow.
No, you already stopped. I don't need to grab you again. Anyway, just try and be quiet. This is pretty close to where we put those big beasts to sleep.
Yeah, are we heading out of here, or are we going to go up to the left and see what's up there?
Well, are you happy with what you found as far as syllables?
Yeah, I can only sell a few things here. I was sort of hoping for more.
To the left, then.
Let's go. And I head up. It's in the direction we just came from, but veering off to the left at the first passageway that heads sort of west.
You can continue north and west, and then you go west and then north again. And as you do that, there are tunnels to the east, and you can continue more north if you want.
Continue north.
As you head north, the tunnels open up again, and your footfalls echo in this chamber, and even the softest sound repeatedly resonates throughout the air. Midway across the chamber, the floor drops away, plunging down and out of sight. A faint crackling and hissing sound comes from below, as though there are things skittering, unseen, in the darkness. The ceiling above the cavern is lost in shadow, and not even the tips of the stalactites are seen emerging from the gloom. The light from your swords, I assume you have them drawn since you're walking around here.
Well, Chedbar's got pretty good vision, and is also, it's been mentioned many times now by Galora about how his sword's not quite as bright and shiny as hers, so he's keeping it sheathed.
I have my sword out because I can't see you guys without it.
Get up here, Galora. We can't see. Well.
This makes me feel uneasy.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't like being around a bunch of people either most of the time. Does that make you feel better?
No.
Okay, well, get up here.
Okay.
I go up to Biggest.
Since Chedbar has pretty good vision, he's going to slowly approach the edge where things seem to slope away or drop off. Being careful as he takes each step, doesn't want to slip in case it's a sharp cliff.
Laura, why don't you give Biggest your sword and then just stand over there while he looks around?
It's like my one weapon? No, thank you.
I got a dagger I'll trade you with for a while.
I thought you were a weapon.
Oh boy.
I'm starting to not like this adventure.
Here, let me help you all out. Goodness. So Chedbar will cast Dancing Lights.
I start dancing.
I can create 4 kind of torch-sized lights in 120-foot range to light up areas. And so I will do that, and I will kind of scatter them out in front of us.
As you cast that, below the cliff, a mass of 5 swarms of giant cinch bugs are disturbed and start to chitter, and their mandibles audibly click and open as they rush around. Also, you see, every so often, there is a little bit of a sparkle. The stones at the bottom, a little bit of a shine off of a few of them.
Oh no, there's bugs in it! Oh, wait a second. There's some shiny... You see it?
How far down are we from the base of this cliff? Like, how much of a drop is it?
About 15 feet.
Oh, okay. So not that big. I was imagining like a huge
We're
cliff.
very short.
Give me a perception check.
19.
Looking around, just barely making them out. There's also 3 more of those giant lizards in this room, just hanging out on the walls. Their eyes are solely on the cinch bugs.
Oh, they're hungry. I don't know. I hate to break it to you, Biggest, but it's not just those bugs down there. There's more lizards way over there. They're on the wall. You might not be able to see them.
Biggest, since you're looking, you give me a perception check.
I don't want to be eaten by a lizard.
Since I'm squinting to see anything shiny and could possibly be valuable, I rolled a 22.
The floor of the cliff is scattered with small quartz crystals that you think are worth about 20 silver each.
20 silver each, and there's how many?
1,000.
Whoa!
My eyes get real big. I sort of get a smile, and I turn back around. I go, "There's lots of stuff down there. We can get it."
All right, well, you go first, buddy. You're the one who's, good with the climbing gear and whatnot anyway.
Are these bugs on the ground?
Yeah, they are on the ground, but they're also starting to climb up the walls a little bit, disturbed by your presence. Each bug is the length of a man's thumb and about half as wide. They're brown and white striped beetles that have long feathery antennae as they wave around as they skitter.
I'm going to try to pour, in front of me on the edge there, my flask of oil there, and then I'll try to light it up to cause some flames to go down the side of the cliff. I know it's not going to take a lot, but it'll at least burn a few of them.
Give me, what's it called when you use Steve's tool? Sleight of hand. Give me a sleight of hand check.
26.
You successfully pour oil out and light it without catching yourself on fire. Good job.
I've done this before. I used to burn stuff all the time when I was a kid, and in houses and stuff. And stuff.
And yes, you do. You take out about half of these bugs.
Anybody else got any oil?
I have a sword.
Well, we certainly have some firewood.
The fire goes out. The oil burns off, and the fire is out once the bugs and the oil burn.
Is there a clear enough space where I can sort of climb down?
There's still about half the bugs down there. There's 3 lizards watching everything that's going on. But yes, you can climb down there.
Here, hold on to this rope. Pull me up if I start screaming.
All right, Chedbar grabs onto it.
Your talking sounds a lot like screaming sometimes, so just try to extra scream.
I'll make it clearly apparent that I'm dying.
There needs to be a code word, probably.
All right, help!
Okay, help is the code word. Got it.
All right, we'll use that one.
You're already in trouble?
I've used that in the past. It works. All right, I'll tie it around my waist and then sort of slink down, trying to get to the bottom, watching as things are around me.
Roll me an acrobatics. Or athletics. Give me an athletics. Whichever one's better for you.
Well, acrobatics is by far better. 20.
You are able to get down the rope. Elena, roll me a d6.
4.
So you are at the bottom. One of the lizards is keenly watching you.
I'm gonna take my bag and try to scoop up as many of the quartz crystals as I can, keeping my eyes peering out at everything around me.
Leland, roll me a d4.
3.
You get 30 crystals. And just as you are grabbing the last one, it has a bug on it. And it is going to bite you. Let's roll for initiative.
Biggest roll is 12.
22 for Glora.
21 for Chedbar.
10 for Blender.
So, Galora, you are back at the entrance to this cavern. You know that Biggest went down over the edge. You know that there are skittering bugs around, as you can hear them even from where you are. And I believe the others may have mentioned that there's a lizard or two lurking.
Yeah, I mean, I can get up to the edge, and there's probably nothing in range but, ready an attack with my sword.
So, if something attacks you, you will attack it back?
If anything attacks anyone, I'll attack it back. If it's within my reach.
Got it. Chedbar.
But I just say to Biggest, sorry, I hold my sword up on the edge and I'm like, hurry up. That's the urgency in my voice. I'm sure you could hear it.
The bag's almost full. Just a second. Ow!
Greed will get you killed.
Greed will let you buy stuff too, if you get enough of it.
All right, so given that Chedbar also isn't much use at range, He's going to try and get a firm foothold close to the edge of this small little cliff and just wait for Biggest to wrap it up and get out of here before the lizards attack.
So the cinch bugs, there are now just 2 swarms of them left, and they are swarming on Biggest. Also, they did notice the lizards moving, so they are fleeing from them. But they will attack Biggest in their haste to get out. 14 hit.
Nope.
So they are just crawling all over you, trying to get away from the lizards, basically, and get out. Biggest, it is your turn.
I grab onto the rope and go, pull it up! Help!
Chedbar braces himself and starts kind of taking a step back. He's walking back away from the edge and also trying to pull hand over hand while he's doing that. I'd also like to note that he's stronger than he looks. He may be small, but he's mighty.
Biggest, give me athletics with disadvantage because you're now carrying a whole bunch of shiny crystal.
Well, disadvantage doesn't mean much. 1.
You're not able to make any headway. Your pack is like slung awkwardly, and you just can't quite grab hold of the rope the way you need to.
Well, I have it tied around me, so when he's pulling, I will be sliding up the side of the cavern or cave.
Chedbar, give me an athletics.
Come on, Biggest. Try and help me out here. You're just dead weight.
With disadvantage because he is swinging at the bottom of a rope. He's not helping you.
He's just swinging.
And he's covered in bugs.
Okay, Chedbar's pretty athletic. He's nimble, even, you might say.
Yeah. I believe you said.
Once or twice. 19. Rolled a 15 and a 16.
Okay, so Biggest does make it about 5 feet up.
Help!
I'm trying to help you, Biggest. Help yourself. Help me help you.
There's bugs all over me!
The cave lizards, seeing their food escape, are trying mostly to get the bugs, but in all the commotion are going to also attack you all. So there is 1 lizard on Biggest, 1 lizard on Galora, and 1 lizard on Blender. The one on Biggest tries to bite you for a 24.
That hits.
You take 1 piercing and 3 poison damage.
Ah! Pull faster!
Galora, you were holding your action. Do you want to take a swipe at this lizard that is now in your range?
Yes, I do. Ooh, I rolled a 1. So, I get to reroll. Halfling. 6? Does a 6 hit a lizard?
No, it nimbly escapes your sword reach. And it is now going to try and take a stomp out of you.
I don't taste very good.
22 to hit.
And hits.
1 piercing damage and 7 poison damage. And Blender, this little lizard guy on you. Jeez, I better switch out dice. I'm rolling too well. I'm actually rolling well. 21 to hit.
Well, yes.
1 piercing damage and 7 poison damage. And it is now your turn, Blender.
I'm gonna disengage and run away.
Run away!
That's my turn.
Galora.
Galora's gonna swipe to this guy again. So she missed on like the piercing strike, but she's gonna try to slash her way back. Oh yeah. 24 to hit
24 hits him.
for 11 slashing damage.
So you actually just slashed its head off, and it goes tumbling down the cliff. Biggest, get me a acrobatics to avoid, or a dex save to avoid the pieces of lizard flying at you.
Galora exclaims, "Yes, so exciting!"
I'm sort of rolling around against the side of this cliff, trying to get the bugs off of me, screaming. I rolled a 9.
And I slice a head off at you.
You take 2 points bludgeoning damage from the lizard parts.
What the hell?
Aim for the neck, their weakness.
Chedbar, are you going to continue pulling?
Yeah, this dead weight's got to come up one way or another, even if he's not going to help himself.
Even if I'm dead.
I mean, then it'll be just a bag of crystals for me. Jedbar doesn't turn his
you
nose up.
collected our treasure for us.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so he's gonna keep trying to take steps backwards, back to the mouth, the entrance of where we came in, as well as hand over hand pulling on this rope.
Strength check. Athletics.
14.
You're able to make steady progress. He goes up another 5 feet. He has 5 feet to go.
Biggest, come on, quit goofing around. You're gonna get us killed here.
It is the bugs' turn. They are swarming all over. They are now on Biggest and Galora.
What? Stupid bugs. The lizards are trying to eat you.
They are bystanders, and the bugs trying to escape, not only escape the lizards, but escape the cave. And that's just as bad as the Maltod escaping.
Wait, the bugs are just as bad as the Maltod's getting out? So then I'm assuming at the bottom of this little chasm, there's obviously there's no other way out down there, right? Like we've come into this another dead end then.
Correct.
So many dead ends.
18, Galora. 18 hit you?
Nope.
So the bugs are just swarming all over you and just chittering loudly in your ears.
I
Biggest.
feel so uneasy.
I have 5 more feet to go.
Yeah.
Are there bugs still on me?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'll try to roll around on the edge of the cliff, like with my body, to get all the bugs off as I swing up onto the cliff, right? So push my feet out, run over to one side like you're hanging from the rope, right? And then get some good speed going as I'm running towards the other side to swing myself up.
Okay, I need you to give me acrobatics with disadvantage because you do have bugs all over you. And Chedbar, give me another strength. Athletics.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Push off, I run over to the other side, and then I run as fast as I can, jump off to the wall to spin, and I rolled an 8.
Uh-oh.
We got an uh-oh happening here.
Oh, as luck would have it, Chedbar also got exactly an 8.
Oh, well then they negate each other, and that's a 16. Actually, they add together, I believe.
Right.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a help action.
I've played D&D before.
Yeah. So 16, that should be good enough.
You run over to one side, the bugs trip you up, you flop down, hit the wall, roll around a little bit, the rope slides out of Chedbar's hands, and you sink down a foot.
Okay.
But the bugs are off you now.
Oh man, well that worked out pretty well. Okay. Cool.
But you still are hanging over the edge.
Does Chedbar get some rope burn?
Are you wearing gloves of some kind?
No, just my hard-earned calluses. They're kind of like gloves, but they're cooler.
Hard-earned calluses. Okay.
I won't make you take any damage from the rope burn.
It just stings real bad.
You're not happy though.
What kind of damage would rug burn be?
Blister damage.
Blister. Ooh, that's the
Gotta
worst.
just be fire
Yeah.
damage. Not even a barbarian can resist a rug burn.
Biggest, even though you rolled around and you got the bugs off of you, there is still a lizard on you. 18 to hit, to bite you.
18 does it.
It gets a nibble out of you for 1 piercing damage and 1 poison damage.
These things like Komodos or something, they got a nasty mouse.
Mainly trying to go after one of the bugs that fell off you and only kind of got you as it was going for the bug.
That lizard collateral damage to get you every time.
The lizard that had been on Blender now comes up to Chedbar. 18 to hit.
Well, 18 was my armor class, but then that shield was a +1, right?
Correct.
So I'm 19 now.
As you were
Yeah,
pulling
boy.
on this rope and pulling Biggest up, you managed to get your shield around and block it from the lizard. It is now Blender's turn.
Let's just toll the dead on the lizard on Chedbar. Wisdom saving throw, please. DC 15.
This guy is so wisdomous. He has a 19.
Well, that's dumb.
Actually, he's quite wise, Leland.
No, he's wisdomous.
Well, it seems I have been a little bit ineffective here. Apologies, Jedbar. Continue to pull.
Galora, take this thing out.
I take a few steps over and I go, my sword is better than yours.
To the one on Chedbar.
Yeah. And I crit 25.
Woo! Where are you hitting him? How you doing this?
I'm gonna slice the head off again. Seemed cool. Worked well.
Okay, like a baseball bat, you take your sword around and just chop his head off. The head goes flying off into the cavern, and the body goes limp.
Biggest, roll the dex saving throw, please.
The head gets enough of arch that it goes over top of Biggest this time.
I told you their neck is the weak spot.
Chedbar, I assume you're still pulling.
I mean, he's tempted to let go at this point, but he's going to keep pulling.
Athletics. That's not a good look.
Oh boy. A 6.
You make no progress. Biggest is still just hanging there. It seems like maybe the rope's caught on a rock or something. You don't know.
Biggest, what are you doing? Let's get up this cliff.
I'm trying to just things bite me.
Well, you may need to drop the bag of quartz.
I don't understand.
The last of the bugs swarm past, trying to escape and get about halfway down the tunnel towards Blender.
Oh, frick.
It is Biggest's turn.
I'm just gonna turn around, grab onto the rope, and just try to hand over hand it all the way up.
Athletics.
Jesus Christ.
Come on!
So I reach up.
I'm not making this difficult. You all are making this difficult.
I'm sorry.
I reach up, I start to pull myself up, and I realize I didn't tie a very good knot around my waist. It comes loose. I try to grab it with my feet, and I slide down with a 3. Unless you have something worse you want to do to me.
You're down. I guess I was gonna give the cave lizard an opportunity attack, but I won't because it is actually just its turn, so it's gonna take a nip at you. But it's unexpected of your fall, it misses.
It nips just above where you were a minute
Yeah.
where you were a second ago.
See, it should have taken Biggest's proverb of aiming where your enemy was to hit them.
That's
Or
right.
will be. Blender, it's your turn. There's a small swarm of bugs headed right towards you.
I'm going to hit the dirt and hide.
Give me a stealth.
Frig. Even with advantage against the stone because of my deep gnomish, that's 7.
You think you're hidden.
Oh yeah, but I went prone, so I'm like full prone, tucked out, like splayed out.
Galora,
This thing's like down there, right?
Galore, give me a hand here. Come on.
What are you asking me to do?
Give me a hand. Biggest is heavy.
Oh my goodness,
I'm
seriously?
not heavy.
You're my brother.
And I go over and grab the rope, like flexing, like overconfidently help him grab the rope.
athletics with advantage. Because Chedbar's helping you.
Well, the first roll's 11. Oh, second roll 24. I just flex all over Chedbar.
Yoink him up 5 feet. He has 5 feet left to go.
I'm so much better than Chedbar. Just saying.
Chedbar's not even offended. He's impressed.
It is Chedbar's turn. You want to give me a strength with advantage now that Galora is helping you?
Gonna need that advantage, it appears. That's more like it. Chedbar answers back with a 24 of his own. Nope, 23, sorry. 23 of his own. Pretty close.
Biggest finally makes it over the top. He's just pulled, his head comes up, his body comes over, and last comes up the bag of crystals.
That was easy and worth it.
Totally worth it. Yeah, so glad you went down there.
I hope you know we're sharing those crystals, Biggest.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
adventure
sure, yeah.
comes at a price.
Of course.
The cinch bugs run off. You hear them skittering away.
As Chedbar sees these bugs sort of fleeing, given that he spent a lot of time underground, do they look familiar at all? What does he know about them, if anything?
Give me a nature check with advantage.
18 on the die for 18.
You know that they are called cinch bugs, and they are giant versions of root-eating pests that can lay waste to entire fields. And if they were allowed to escape into the wild, they could multiply and lead to widespread famine and deforestation.
Oh, crap. We gotta catch those bugs. They're real bad for the tree people.
What? Well, the tree people are all dead.
Well, there might be more tree people elsewhere.
Have you ever heard about the snake and the mongoose? If you have a problem with one, you let the other into the habitat to hunt it. So let's get some of these lizards and just let them free.
Chedbar kind of is just going to ignore Blender. He's going to take the dash action.
Your breadth of knowledge is incredible.
It is quite wide, yes. Ow, careful, I'm hiding here.
Does Chedbar make any headway to catch them or see where they went?
Yeah, they weren't in a particular hurry. They were just scurrying along, so you catch up to the remains of the swarm.
21 to hit.
That hits them.
6 slashing damage.
6 slashing damage, you get a few of them, but there are still some remaining, and they continue to skitter along.
Okay, I'm going to pursue them. Come on, help me. There's not many of them left.
They do go towards the east middle tunnel.
They're not hurting us, just let them go.
They're going to hurt all the plants and trees and stuff.
Is anybody else chasing along with him, or are y'all letting him go off on his own?
I'm following.
We should probably stick together.
I'll follow in the back again, because I just feel uneasy around people for whatever reason. Looks at Ring.
I'll throw out a chill touch at the bugs. If I can get to a point where I see them.
Yeah, you can just see them. They're just about to turn the corner out of your vision, though.
Well, it's a 9 to hit.
A 9 does not hit.
I mean, I might as well take and shoot an arrow. Not that I don't think it's going to hit anything, but I'll take it a pot shot. I'll go, it looks like they should have been there. 20.
20 hits.
Boy, I gotta start aiming in a different spot here.
Since I assume I don't get sneak attack, I'll go piercing. 6.
I mean, biggest
Damage.
aims in front of them, behind them. Remember all the different aiming techniques last time.
Works almost every time, except when it doesn't.
The swarm is about half gone, so they're half gone from their half gone. There's only about a quarter swarm left, and they are still running.
Surely a quarter swarm couldn't be that bad.
They turn north and head towards the fungus-filled room.
Well, this is quite a suspicious way we're being led by this mindless swarm of insects.
Imagine that.
Mindless.
It's almost as though someone else is guiding them.
Chadbar, are you going to take a swipe?
I sure am. 12 to hit.
12 just misses them as they continue to scurry into the spore grounds.
They're mostly just in the foreground of the spore grounds, though, right? They didn't go too far.
Yes, they are in the foreground of the spore ground.
Foreground of the foreground. Oh, it's a great title. Wish we titled the one-shot episodes. That'd be great.
I know, the foreground of the foreground.
Or biggest, you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a notch and arrow and shoot about 10 feet behind where they were.
He just aims.
22.
22 hits.
He gets it.
5 piercing damage.
Biggest is onto something.
I love how this it's like if it was a gun that has sight, it would just be adjusted like 10 feet to the left, and he thinks he's aiming right up.
All my arrows are curved.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
So the last of these cinch bugs run into the spore ground, and just as they're about to round the corner where the Maltod drones there would be able to see them, Begus's arrow finishes them off. I don't know how one arrow finishes off several little bugs, but it does.
It cleaves.
It makes a
For days.
kebab of them.
Yes,
They're all in a row.
exactly.
Well, it's because the arrow is curved. It's like bending a bullet. It's like,
Oh, okay.
Okay, you defeated the cinch bugs.
well, that was terrible.
Yeah, I think I got poisoned.
I'm quite injured. Yes.
Wow. All that for some crystals.
I need to kill something.
I like your thinking, buddy. You want some more of that rage honey?
Oh, well, that is quite tempting. I can already taste it.
Chedbar pulls out the hive, pours a little bit into his hand, and passes it over to Blender.
The whole hive? Are we both gonna do this?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go. And Blender like just starts like viciously sucking at the honeycombs of this hive.
Just a reminder for the listener, this honey is tinged pink with chunks of meat in it.
Ew. Ew.
It allows the imbiber to go into a crimson rage, allowing them to avoid all disadvantage effects for 10 minutes. And if threatened, the imbiber immediately rushes to enter melee combat with the nearest foe and continues to do so until all threats are neutralized.
Oh, let's go get him, buddy.
I feel so uneasy around you guys.
You gotta have some of this honey!
There's a lot going on.
Chedbar sprints straight into the room.
Let's go!
Okay.
At least this ring that I got says that it starts with me being allowed to be around 10 intelligent beings, but like
Oh, great. That
The
number's
number-
going
You're
down.
safe.
the number of acceptable people reduces by 1 per month till I can't stand to be in the company of an intelligent being. But you guys are proving to be not very intelligent, so
You're
like
fine.
it's
You're
fine.
fine around us.
Safe.
It's
No
fine.
effect.
You can hang out with us for months.
Yeah.
Okay, roll me initiatives.
Nat 20!
I ran straight past the foreground.
I was aiming for the foreground, but the Crimson Rage and all that.
The overshot. Uh-huh.
I rolled a nat 20 legit. Barry is summoned.
Biggest got 10.
What's your initiative, though? You rolled nat 20 for what?
24. Good thing I'm in the back, because I can't handle intelligent beings.
Chedbar has a 15.
Blender has a 19.
Wow.
Dang, the wizard. Just raging.
So that bitten stick, it was just a quarterstaff, right? That Galora gave me.
Yeah, it's just a regular quarterstaff. You're not going to use the Heartwood staff?
I don't have the Heartwood staff.
Chedbar does.
Oh, okay.
He would not accept it.
Galora, you're first. Trailing from the back, you see these two numbskulls rush in. I'm sorry. You see these two mighty adventurers rush in.
They're very intelligent beings that I'm okay to be around.
Actually, that's one of my tricks when I'm in the fighting ring, is I put a numbing cream on my head so that I can't feel most of the punches.
Smart. Very
That's why
smart.
they call me Numbskull.
Oh, you'll have to tell me. You'll have to share the recipe with me.
I can reach either of them, so can I just go in the middle of them? Then I can attack whoever I want.
If that's what you want to do.
I go right between them, where my sword can hit whomever it wants. Rush up there with my glowing sword, and I'm like, this is an adventure! And then I'll swing at the green and yellow guy.
Just to remind you, this room is filled with spores floating in the air.
Yeah? Okay. I breathe deeply,
Like, yeah.
and then I swing at him.
Okay, so first give me an attack roll.
That's a 19 to hit
A 19 hits.
for 9 slashing.
And you dig your sword into him. And now I need you to give me a con save for taking a big old lungful of these spores.
17?
17, you make it. You start to cough and hack a bit. Do you want to do anything to help yourself from breathing in said spores?
Here, put a slice of this hive over top of your face. It'll make you angry, and it'll stop the spores.
Just let the blood honey slide down your throat hole.
I've chainmail armor on, so I can't see pulling that over my face. Can I hold my breath? How long can I hold my breath?
What is your con?
My con is 2, so like for 3 rounds I'm gonna hold my breath, and then I'll inhale again.
Okay. Let me note that down. Breath holding.
So no talking.
Yeah, so I take a deep breath and I'm in there like, feel it in my throat, so I just hold it, swing and smash him, and then I just keep holding my breath.
Blender, it's your turn.
That's awesome. All right, Blender, Frenzy, charges with the new useless stick of wood that Galora gave him with teeth mark in it. And I'll swing at the Maltod on to Galora's right. Oh ho! That's a 17 to hit.
17 hits.
3 bludgeoning damage.
Roll me a percentile die.
That is a 100.
You're good. Now roll me a con
Blood
save.
rage!
What was that?
I don't know what the hell just happened, but it
Come
was
again.
funny.
Con save.
Not 13.
You're good. You're so good. Are you doing anything to protect yourself from inhaling more spores?
Not in my honey rage. That'd be ridiculous.
The drone with the yellow muffin top is going to attack Galora,
I sliced him pretty good.
wiping out with a claw for an 8 to hit on the first one, and a 7 to hit on the second one.
Shink.
The Maltod drone with the pink muffin top is going to swarm breath. So it's going to take a step back so it can get both of you in its 15-foot cone, which would get an opportunity attack from both of you.
Moontouch longsword swings. 16 to hit.
Hits.
Another 10 slashing.
Blender, your opportunity attack.
17. 3 bludgeoning.
Roll me a percentile die.
80.
You're good. The Maltod drone now exhales, and this 15-foot cone of insects swarms over just the two of you. Doesn't quite make it to biggest. I need you both to give me dex saves.
12.
10.
You both take a whopping 2 points of insect biting, piercing damage.
Yikes. That's a tenth of my health.
Glora starts swelling up a bit because of the bite allergy she has.
John, roll me a d6.
2.
Chedbar, it's your turn.
He's angry, enraged even. He runs in, sidestepping to the left of Galora, pulls up his slightly duller moon sword, and slashes down at this greenish yellowish Maltod.
Maybe you should call it like Mars blade, because the Mars is not as bright in the sky as
Mars,
the moon is.
okay. His Mars blade. I like it. He is attacking the same Maltod that Galora attacked for a 16 to hit
He just likes to copy me.
Yeah, 16 hits.
and 8 slashing damage.
Okay, good hit.
He is also too enraged to worry about breathing in spores. These spores are just not even phasing him.
So why don't you give me a con save? Thanks for the reminder.
Adjusted 20.
Biggest.
I'm also going to hold my breath, as combat's not going to take more than a minute, I'm sure. Take a big deep breath, and then I'm going to move 10 feet up to this green and purple polka dotties and attack. 10 to hit.
A 10 does not hit. You are kind of behind the others, and you can't quite reach into him.
Dagger with the second with my bonus. 17.
17, you're able to just squeeze through and get him, and you poke him. You poked him good.
18 points of damage.
Dang, nabbit.
Piercing.
It's a good poke, Biggest.
That was a freaking big
That is a
Snake
big
attack.
poke.
His name is Biggest. He's got the
I'm
biggest poke.
Also use a feature that I have called Fancy Footwork. During your turn, if you make a melee attack against a creature, that creature can't make opportunity attacks against you for the rest of your turn, so I'm going to move back 15 feet.
Well, it's not going to make opportunity attacks against you anyway, because it is falling backwards dead.
Wow.
I would sigh of relief, but then I'd have to breathe in.
Yeah, if you exhale any bit, you lose a round of holding your breath.
Yeah. It's Galora's turn.
Galora is going to take a swing at the drone number 2. 18.
18 hits.
6 slashing.
Oh, this guy is just barely hanging on. He's just standing
Couldn't
there.
do it.
Almost. Blender.
Blender, back to the old quarterstaff. 12 to hit.
12 just hits.
Hey, big bad hit. 8 bludgeoning.
Roll me a D100.
85.
This quarterstaff, it looked like it was a little fragile when you first picked it up, but it is holding strong for you. It is a sturdy piece of stick. You smash this drone into the ground, and he is a bloody pulp and dead.
Wow, that really got my blood pumping.
Does his bodily fluids look similar to blood honey?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a kind of tan, pulpy, mushy mess. Can you roll me a con save play, though?
17.
Oh, you made it. So, in this room, what you see are basically chrysalises of many drones and warriors. And the warriors are just bigger, scarier versions of the drones. And there are just spores all throughout the air. Well, that was a great show. We should all get together on the Discord. The link's on the website, incorrigibleparty.com. And I know they appreciate the Patreon donations. That paranoia playthrough was so funny, don't you think? What? The ambient sounds? Oh, that's from tabletopaudio.com. It really set the mood. But the intro and outro music was from Josh Jarvis. Really should send him a message at jamesmercymusic@gmail.com. Oh, we all know that none of this would be possible but without the wonderful Critical at Design, their biggest sponsor. Right. Yes, well, some of us need to get up in the morning. Have a safe drive. I thought they'd never leave.
This has been a Sounds of Steel production.